Walking through the Taebaek Mountains, words, land, and the hardened structures. Episode 2, The Prison of Words. In Beolgyo, the danger of speaking first became visible through ordinary figures rather than leaders, and one of the clearest was the village schoolteacher. He was asked in public to explain a notice posted near the market, and he answered calmly, using words he had used many times before. By evening, that explanation was no longer treated as clarification, but as a position. A concrete scene marked the shift. At a small gathering, a tenant farmer asked whether a new rule applied to everyone, or only to certain families, and the teacher replied that it depended on interpretation. The next day, the question was repeated elsewhere without the answer, and by night, the teacher was summoned to repeat exactly what he had said. The content no longer mattered. The act of having spoken did. From that moment, people began to observe a pattern. Those who explained were remembered, while those who stayed silent were passed over. Words did not disappear immediately, but they began to leave traces that could be collected later. Speaking was no longer a neutral exchange. It became a record. This change spread quickly. Shopkeepers stopped commenting on notices. Farmers answered questions with gestures rather than sentences. Teachers shortened lessons and avoided examples. Language was reduced to what could not be quoted out of context. This was the moment speaking became dangerous. Not because speech was false, but because it could be detached from intent and reused by others. In Beolgyo, the risk did not lie in what was said, but in the fact that someone could later say, "He spoke."